Hey guys, I'm Morthadon bringing you guys Boruto episode 19. So really quick update about actually no, first off, I guess technically it is an update. As you probably noticed, the sound is different. You had a little audio warning in the beginning. I mentioned this in the beginning of my Steins Gate video, and I will do this at the beginning of my Promise Neverland video as well. I'm doing it for the first episodes of for each show of this week. That way, anybody who watches each individual show, can get the message across. But the as you saw in the warning before the video, I messed with my audio a bit. Someone notified me that my audio was abnormally low, which I kind of knew. I thought it was low on my side whenever I got like the finished product done. And I'd preview it on opening up the recording or the finished rendered product myself. I was like, this is kind of quiet, and I was like, maybe it's just me, and so I just left it at that. As like I did have people commenting, so I figured someone might have said something regarding it, but no one ever mentioned anything, so I thought it was just my side. And then one of my friends messaged me and said, by the way, every single one of your videos since the beginning is very quiet. And I was like, crap. Like 30 episodes in or more, and I'm just finding out about it now, which sucks. But so it's fixed now. This is going to be like the new volume, so I don't know if anybody cranks up my videos to compensate because they know they're quiet beforehand. That's why I put the video warning. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. So I'm just trying to reach like a thing where people don't have to crank it up, hopefully. Hopefully it's like most other YouTube videos now. And so the quick update, which I'm going to keep it quick, is about Patreon. It's still going good, still planning on doing it. I have all of my Boruto episodes done. I'm just trying to decide if I want to finish all my Steins Gate ones now, or if I want to just start it up with Boruto as the only like full length on there, and then do Steins Gate as I render them. But I'm still working on rendering them. I have 3 episodes of Steins Gate rendered now too, so I'm getting there. Soon enough I will have everything going. Anyway, that was longer than I even wanted to spend on that. So let's talk about let's talk about Boruto now. So episode 18 and 17 is what I watched last week. We watched, and I enjoyed the episodes. I definitely would consider them filler. That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy them, though. They're very character development. We saw some of the old characters from Naruto that we haven't seen yet in the series, which was pretty cool. And yeah, it was just a lot of like character building and stuff like that. By them, either goofing off or having some serious moments, and they're pretty good. But from what I understand is we are now getting back into the story mode. I don't expect anything like insanely crazy to happen this episode, but it should be getting back on track. I believe I was told episode 19 was when things get started again. I hope I said 19 when at the beginning of the video. Either way, I'll just have to put up a text thing on the video if I did mess that up. But so yeah, we had last week was the episode with Sarada was the first one. She basically spent the entire time trying to get a doll to a kid who was in the hospital and didn't have it. And we got to see like a bit more of Sarada's personality, which is pretty cool, and it gave us some quick shots of Sakura and Ino going on a little trip together and reminiscing about like where Sasuke took her on the first date. They also gave us some feels bad moments with the meeting, or I guess we knew that Sasuke wasn't really in the picture. from one of the previous episodes where he said to like say sorry to them, but we didn't really ever see those effects on the family itself. So seeing how, Sarada saying, I think she said something along the lines of like, if only you could get me a dad, or I don't know, something like, it wasn't that. It definitely wasn't that, but she said something along those lines that really made you feel bad, and then Sakura as well seemed okay with it, but I think really deep down she wasn't entirely okay with it. Obviously, I can't imagine being, with someone but them just taking off for God knows how long at a time, and it did. I think Ino asked if he's even contacting her, and she said no. So she's not even in contact. So that would put stress on anybody's life. Anyway, so yeah, that was a big character building episode for Sarada, and a little bit of Sakura character development as well. And then we had the second episode, which is all about Boruto and Naruto. We got to see some flashbacks to what you guys told me. Ah, my memory is so shit. I don't know if you guys told me it was like a special, or if it was like a special like manga chapter or something, or visual novel, or I don't know, one of those things. One of you guys mentioned where it's from, but I'm stupid and forget what I read like right after I read it. Sorry about that. But it was apparently what we saw flashbacks to was something that existed at one point that was actually written. It wasn't just like, if I followed along with everything Naruto, I would have known about this stuff before. But anyway, it was the inauguration for Naruto becoming Hokage. We got to see their home life beforehand, and before Boruto like had a grudge against him, because he was home all the time, or a lot of the time anyway. I'm sure he was still doing ninja work and stuff. But it seemed like he was home more, and Boruto more looked up to him, which was interesting. And we got to see some funny scenes with like Himawari and the very like her very scary Byakugan release. And she was very strong. That's kind of cool. That she even landed a blow on Naruto, even though Naruto's defenses were like down because he was just trying to protect Boruto real fast. So obviously, if he was like serious, he probably like that blow wouldn't have landed. But anyway, regardless, it's a very cool moment, some funny scenes, good episode. We had some touching like conversations, kind of. Boruto was very reluctant to go out to eat with him, but he did it anyway. So I think in his own way it was like a little touching moment, even though it wasn't exactly a touching moment. I like the little flashback thing where you saw like Naruto looking at his younger self as like a little ghost sitting at the bench next to him. That was cool. Anyway, I think that's long enough of a recap. I probably didn't need to go into that much detail about fillers. Sorry about that. But we should probably just get into episode 19 because I am looking forward to watching some Boruto. So, for you guys looking at my bright face right now, as you know by now, you're going to go down into the description, you're going to click the Vimeo link, you're going to watch the highlights, you're going to come back here, and you are going to finish watching my thoughts and ideas and predictions and everything, which I apparently do at the start of my episodes now, too. Sorry. I'm bashing myself. But yeah, so go ahead and click the Vimeo link right now. Alright, that's preview. So that is done. Alright guys, so that is the end of Boruto episode 19. So it was a good episode. I have my complaints, but I'm wondering by that ending scene if I was right about this being like a Sasuke arc. And I mean, I guess the ending, has Sarada and Sasuke as well, but interesting. So, I don't know. I liked the episode. I liked in the beginning how they were all training with their parents, and I'm guessing Naruto was too busy, or maybe Boruto didn't even bother to ask, but to get his attention, he did kind of the same thing that Naruto did when he was younger to get attention, and painted the faces, or at least painted his dad's face, and got him to come out and had a little fun with him, even though Naruto seemed pissed. But it's cool seeing everyone train with their dads, and it took me a second to realize that everyone was training with their dads, and that's something Sarada can't do. And I noticed it right as the intro happened. As I think I'll probably have that part in for you guys on the cut up version of the video. But you'll see my like reaction where it dawns on me, and then the intro starts. So I didn't really talk about it. But the whole episode was really once again around Sarada and Sasuke and Sakura and their whole family. But I guess I liked the whole like seeing her go through this, even though it was really sad. It makes sense that like everyone's training with their parents, or at least their dads. And she doesn't get to do that, and it obviously would make anyone think of like their dad. And I didn't know that she never met him. Like, Sasuke, why don't you return? Like, I know you're like on a mission or whatever you're off doing. Like, they mentioned it before, it's like looking for the like Kaguya's dimension or something like that. But I don't know why he's trying to find that or whatnot, but he should go home sometimes, in my opinion. But who knows, maybe his mission is like fate of the world depends kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not, I guess, yeah, it was sad to watch. But one thing I'm not a fan of with animes, and the first time they did it I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, this is just like a funny little coincidence like they do. But I hate when they drill it in. Like, so she's already like sad about her dad and everything, and then Chocho is just there drilling it in further. Like, oh, I hate my dad, I don't want to go train with him. And Sarada's like, you should just like enjoy the time you have with him. And she's just like, no, I hate my dad. Like, I guess she didn't go into that much, but like, I don't remember word for word what she said, but it gave off the vibe that she didn't want to do crap with her dad. And it's that typical, like, cliche where the person without a dad wishes they had a dad, and the person with a dad, doesn't want anything to do with them. It's not that Sarada doesn't have a dad, he's just not around. But and then it brought in another cliche of seeing the picture with the I can't remember, was it Karen? I can't remember the girl's name, the red-haired girl with glasses. And I mean, I guess I can see where she came to the conclusion, and she is a kid. But at the same time, I also dislike how the other people like handled the situation. Like, was it Shizune, I believe her name is, when she asked like who else was there during the birth and everything. It seemed like Shizune knew more, but it didn't seem like it was like, oh, that she's not your mom. It seemed like it was something that we don't want to tell you about your birth. Like, I don't know what it is. But maybe there were like complications that they don't want to tell her about. I don't know. But I feel like Sakura is her mom. I don't know. I mean, I definitely could be wrong, but it's just a feeling I have. Yeah, I can't really explain the feeling, like why I feel that way, but I feel like Sakura is her mom, and this is just like a red herring to, drive home more conflict in their family. speaking of, before I forget, I can't believe that freaking Sakura got so mad that Sarada just wanted to talk about, like, her dad, that she punched the ground so hard that she obliterated their house. Like, Jesus Christ. And I definitely feel like Sakura handled that poorly once again. Like, that's like, why can't, like, I understand, like, it's a tough topic to talk about, like, the bad things he did, but I think it's better than hiding it, because then it's gonna lead to what's happening now, where she wants to run away and go find her dad. Which I also have a feeling that she's not actually gonna end up leaving the Leaf Village, but I could be wrong on that, because Sasuke did it. I just feel like it would feel weird if another Uchiha just up and abandoned the village like that, when they were young. I don't know. I guess she's not really abandoning the village this time, she just wants to go talk to her dad. But once again, she doesn't even know what his mission is, she doesn't know anything about him, so how does she expect to find him? I don't know. Find it a little weird. Once again, I like the development of all of this. There were just some points that I didn't like how they were driven home. And then, so she had this conflict within herself about whether she was actually Sakura's, like, daughter. And then friggin' Chocho once again driving home. I don't think my mom and dad are my real mom and dad. Like, really? Like, maybe her... I don't know. Maybe she's genuine with that, but for some reason I can't believe Chocho's. Like, Chocho's just seems like a, oh, I don't like my parents, so I'm just gonna say that I'm not theirs kind of thing. Like, I don't want to throw Chocho's feelings, like, out the window, like they mean nothing, but at the same time, I do feel like she's just being like a teenage girl, or I don't even know if they're teenagers yet. But yeah, I just didn't like how they just drove that point home to her even more, like just rubbing it in her face. Like, the episode was just rubbing it in Sarada's face. Everyone has a dad, she doesn't. You know, Chocho doesn't think her mom and dad are her mom and dad, and like, just bringing it up more and more everywhere she goes. I don't know. I'm complaining a lot about the episode, but like I said, I did like it. And then we had the ending scene with Sasuke being attacked by someone. So based off the skin color was why I first said Orochimaru question mark, which is what I said that in the episode. But after it, like, panned in on the eyes a little bit, like, you barely got to see him, but I don't think it's Orochimaru. I'm wondering if it's gonna be one of, like, the alien people. Going off the skin color, Orochimaru has that kind of, like, really pale skin, but then those alien people do too, and we had that teaser before, so maybe they are already here on the planet and everything. So that's interesting. Also, I want to talk about that. I'm sure one of you guys will tell me in the comments, because I mentioned it in the episode, and it's probably something that I will keep in the episode, so you guys will see it, my reaction to it. But did Sasuke always have the ability to, what I assume he was doing was jumping dimensions, or somehow, like, teleporting, like, distance kind of thing? Because I remember in the fight against Kaguya, Sasuke helped out, of course. But I don't... Was that why they were able to get back through certain dimensions? Was because he was able to bring them there? I don't remember if that was, like, part of it. Like, whenever Kaguya would, like, jump between, did he... Like, he was off on his own, in his own dimension. Did he come back through? I just don't remember if he had that ability. But I'm sure one of you guys in the comments will fill me in on and refresh my memory on that. And if it's something spoiler, like I'm not supposed to know that he has that ability. Well, obviously I'm supposed to know that he has the ability, and I saw it. But if it's some basically if it's something spoilery, just don't say it. But if it's something that I have seen and I'm just forgetting, because crap memory, let me know. And yeah, so very intense way to leave it off. I wonder if we're gonna start next episode with Sasuke fighting this guy, or if that was just like a little tease of what's to come towards like the Hidden Leaf to get all the other characters in. Because I assume that somehow the Hidden Leaf and Boruto is gonna get wrapped up in this, because I mean, I guess it is. I don't know why I'm ruling it out, but it is possible they are doing an arc that involves Sasuke solving this issue himself, like off wherever he is. I don't know. It could be. I don't know why I'm dismissing the point. Have there been Naruto arcs? I know other shows have done arcs where other characters besides the main character was a big focus. But I don't know if Naruto really had that, if Naruto just had like little glimpses at what other characters are up to. I forget if there was any like longer arcs that didn't involve Naruto at all. But this is so early in the show, I feel like somehow Boruto is going to get involved. I feel like the show isn't developed enough to jump off into another character storyline for like an arc, like 4 or 5 or more episodes of not seeing like really much of Boruto and seeing, Sasuke going around solving this problem, but I doubt that's going to be the case. But yeah, interesting. So an arc that might revolve a lot around Sasuke, at least maybe the beginning, until everyone else gets roped in. And Sarada possibly leaving the village and whatever conflicts that's going to arise. I imagine she's going to get stopped by Boruto, by someone, before she leaves. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's how the Hidden Leaf gets involved, is because she actually does leave and she somehow does find Sasuke, and she ends up, like, they somehow lead the people back to the Hidden Leaf. Like, maybe Sasuke brings her home and they follow or something like that. I don't know. But interesting. And then the last thing I can think of that happened in the episode was Sakura fainting, and they said this is a normal thing for her. Is this a normal thing since she's been older? Also, Naruto kind of faints too. Like, he seems to get lightheaded, and they say it's from like working too much. It's kind of interesting to me. Like, why are all, like, the characters, not all, but why are these 2 characters from Naruto and who knows how many more, like, having these issues? I don't remember Sakura being one to faint a lot in the first series. Except for, like, maybe, like, oh, it's Sasuke, he looked at me, faint. Like, that kind of thing. But like the goofy anime cliche when the girl sees the boy the girl sees the boy that she likes, that might have happened a few times, but I don't remember her actually having like a problem with fainting. So maybe it has to do with like why everyone is so touchy about the birth of Sarada. Maybe there were some complications and now Sakura is sick in some way. I don't know. She was like touching her head before she fainted, a bit, like she had like a migraine or like a headache or something. Like you just like she was like I don't know, what it means. But she also was saying that when she said she's like connected with Sasuke by memories. I don't know if that was her like remembering. I don't know what that was, but anyway, yeah. So I think that's most of what I have to say about this episode. I think I did a lot more talking this episode than I have in previous ones in the beginning and afterwards. So, yeah. I'm into the show. I had a lot of criticism about the episode, but overall, I did like it, and I'm really looking forward to this arc. I just hope they don't go too deep into frickin' like just trying to make Sarada as depressed as possible every episode. But we'll see. Yeah, I look forward to more. And I will see you guys. I guess, yeah, that'll be it. If you guys enjoyed, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And also, if you, wow. Just completely froze right there. Nice. Just lost it all. So I don't know what I was gonna say, but I'll see you guys next week for episode 20, and yeah, see you then. Bye-bye.